weigh the pig, guess the weight of the pig. I don't remember. I was just there playing music.
Okay.
Um,
All right.
I just, I strapped on my acoustic guitar and I just kind of walked around strumming guitar and singing some songs. I don't know why.
Ignoring the pigs around you.
Yeah, I don't really remember it that much. But I remember what happened after, because it was because that one little $75 pig show gig that the agent called me and said, hey, I run this circus. We do about 3 to 4 shows a week. The previous musician just quit. We didn't need a musician. Or basically, you've kind of got the gig, but let me just come out and let me see what you can do. So I got the gig. And for the next 10 years of my life, I did 2 to 4 shows a week as the ringleader MC of the circus from the age of 18 to 28. And
Wow.
I only stopped doing it when CD Baby took over my life. But yeah, for 10 years of my life, every single weekend, I was up touring the Northeast, performing in front of audiences as a ringleader MC of a circus.
Wow.
It was because I said yes to the $75 pig show gig. So to me, the lesson learned was when you're early in your career, you just say yes to everything, because you never know what stupid little thing is going to lead to a bigger thing. It just opens doors everywhere to just say yes to everything.
Early in your career, you should say yes to almost everything, and then later in your career, once you're like established, you should say no to almost everything. And I found that transition of knowing when to switch over to be very, very difficult.
So Derek Sivers sold his company for $22 million, gave most of it away to charity. He basically solved a problem for his friends back then, where he wanted independent musicians to have an opportunity to sell their music online, back when Spotify wasn't something that existed. And he didn't actually know going into it that that's what he wanted to do. He just had a, burning desire to be a professional musician. He wanted to be it so badly that he would go do, as he just said for this example of working at a pig farm, he would play. It cost him $50 to go up to play, and he got $75 out of it. So just for a measly $25 and a lot of effort, he was able to do his first gig. And by saying yes to this thing, he was able to, get an opportunity, which led to another opportunity, which just kept snowballing. So weirdly enough, saying yes to stuff will open doors in surprising ways. When you're new in your career, say yes to almost any opportunity. So what Derek did was he said yes to the idea of putting his own music online. He had to buy a book and learn how to, build a website and get a little online shop. And it took him 3 months. And then he had a buy now button on his website, which allowed for him to then put his music online. And I don't mean online where you can stream it. No. Online in that you were able to physically buy it, and then he would put it in an envelope and mail it to you. You could purchase it and then get a physical copy of that music to play. And the beauty of this was back then, unless you were a major record company, you could not get your music online. So you're either an independent artist who needs to get signed by a big record label, or you're out of luck. Here comes Derek, where a couple of his friends see oh, you have this website and you're selling your music. Do you think that maybe you could sell my music on your website? And he's like, as a favor for a friend, yeah, sure, why not? And then people kept asking him, can you put my music on this website? Which eventually got so big he couldn't manage it himself, and it turned into a business where he said yes to helping other people, and just by coincidence it snowballed, and he ended up creating this business that scaled to many employees. And eventually, after 10 years, he felt done with the company. He'd given it everything he possibly could, and he was ready to move on to the next cool thing. So he sold that company and already made enough money where most of it was able to be given away to charity, and he's just lived off that money since, many, many years later. So it's incredible what just saying yes early in your career can do, because you truly never know what opportunity might arise simply by saying yes. Again, that's just one tool. If you have too many opportunities, then that's not good either, right? So if you have too many options, say no to everything, because you need to be able to focus on the stuff that you're working on. But if you don't have something yet, take it from Derek's book. Say yes to everything. See you next time.